Hey, everybody. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. What does that say? Shredded glutes at 20. Oh, my goodness, guys, that's my ass today. Yeah, everybody who thought I'm not going to come in shape, anybody who thinks they can step to me on stage, better recognize, is that a beard squatting 405 for reps with good form? Yeah, everybody, that's Van. Shredded Van. Half the man, I didn't really need to spot him. I just really felt like touching his nipples. What you all didn't realize is between my two fingers, my ring finger, my middle finger, I was squeezing them. There's Mark. Look at that. That's parallel. You see in that mirror, I know it's not ass to ground, but again, my heel is elevated, and I'm doing a squat. Everybody, not everybody's built to go ass to ground. That's not what we all do. I get better results doing that. It's obviously hitting my ass. Look at them. They're shredded. Here's my brother. That's 315. I wouldn't let him go higher, or he would have. This is 6'1". Going in the hole the Monday after he was on stage posing for 30 minutes on Saturday. This guy is a freak, man. What a role model to have. You guys wonder, Mark, you've had a couple successful businesses. You're doing something successful now. You have a family. You have this, you have that. And I'm not bragging, but it's really what I have. And the reason being, that is my role model. So here's me. This is a Jones machine, which is a Smith machine that also goes horizontal and vertical. This is one set to failure. John Otis Hollywood has revamped my training. I am sore as a prostitute who's done nothing but anal for 2 weeks straight. Sore. Oh man, my GH cut is so awesome today. Look at that GH cut. Actually, guys, my waist has gone down 2 inches since I stopped eating 1,000 grams of carbs a day. I'm down to 500. I'm done 500 a day, 700 on other days, 380 on my low days. And my waist has come right down. Guys, GH doesn't cause that, even if I took it. That's from busting my ass and eating a lot of food and getting big and staying lean. I want to see you guys stay at 8% body fat, you haters. You guys who are nice to me, I'm not talking trash about you. I got actually accused. This is my brother, again, going to failure. We did squats, 135, 225, 315, then 4 plates for 3 sets, and then this monster set. We did a lot of volume today. My brother is a freak. This guy just got off stage. He's already pissed off that he didn't get his pro card. My brother and I were not good at losing. We don't lose very well. We're not sore losers, and you saw my brother raise that guy's hand because he know we got beat. But my brother, and I forgot the name of the overall winner. Ryan Doris. If you're listening to this, please email me. Actually, no, I'm just going to send Ryan a message. He knows him. The guy, we ate dinner with him at IHOP. We went after the show. And it was funny because my brother was asking him how he got, what he does for hamstrings and glutes. And he says, I do what Ryan Doris does. And he asked my brother what my brother does for abs. My brother's epic GH cut. Okay, now guys, before you make fun of me going fast and not going slow on the negatives on these, this is a high rep set. We went to absolute failure. It was a drop set. This is the most pain I ever felt after a leg workout. You're going to see my brother roll out and cry afterwards. This burned more than anything. It burned more than the time my wife and I used Icy Hot as lube. It burned so bad. Luckily, she was the man in that situation, had a strap on. So the Icy Hot really, I kind of enjoyed it, but I'm a glutton for pain. Okay, here, I had to get up and slap myself. Okay. But what the hell was I talking about? So we're at dinner after the show with Ryan Doris, Lane Norton, and all we did was tell stories about when Lane, Ryan, and I, actually was CEO of Civation, and I hired them as Lane was actually my first employee at Civation, believe it or not. We literally fell in love in a very platonic way at the first Olympia. I brought him and Derek, and we were telling this story. My partner made reservations for Derek and Lane, and Derek got there before Lane. And Lane goes to check into his room, and they're like, we don't have a Derek Charlie Boy on the list. And Derek goes, well, who do you have on the list from the company? Maybe they just misspelled it. Well, we got, Mark and Katie Lobliner, this and that. And we also have Elaine Norton and Beast. So Derek goes, oh, shit, I forgot my Beast ID at home. And that's a great Olympia where Lane, actually we were at IHOP. And this was a phrase for a long time. He was getting terrible service. We're dying at dinner talking about this because it brings back such awesome memories. And he was getting bad service at IHOP. And, his coffee came out wrong. Everything was bad. And so he comes out and he goes, this service is less than stellar. And the waitress is standing right there. And in the same meal, Lane Norton You could tell he told this story. I had to correct him. Okay, so the waitress brings out. Watch this set, guys. Hold on, I'm gonna take a break. My brother just tears it up here so much. You could tell. Look at his face, how much it's burning. It's burning. It's burning. Oh my God! It burned his hair off his head. Just kidding. That's just natural male pattern baldness. So anyway, so he keeps. Somehow I still have a full head of hair, guys. My Jufro is much stronger than his Jufro. I don't know if my brother ever had a Jufro. He had straight up Brady Bunch hair, dude. I had a fucking Jufro. I'm talking like every black man in America would love to be able to grow an afro like mine. My Jufro was epic. You could cut a hole in the top of my Jufro and put nachos in it. I mean, I just put my keys. Oh, here he goes. He has one more drop set. JOH said take off one plate per side. That's John Otis Hollywood, guys. If you're looking for a damn good prep coach, look no further than John Otis Hollywood. Dude, I have glutes at 23 weeks out, guys. Think about it. My brother and the other two guys, and here he goes. That's awesome. Falling off. Oh, I had to go tape this. I grabbed the camera. Van's like, is he dead? He was. That was great. Anyway, so we're at breakfast at IHOP, right? And Lane, no, here's a heavy set on the hack squats. This is after doing all those burnout sets. So Lane's at IHOP, and the waitress walks behind him again. He didn't know it, and you could tell he's getting frustrated. His lip is quivering, and he's tensing. And he looks at his meal. He's looking around, and we're just watching him. Derek, me, my wife. You know, all of a sudden, you tell he just blurred out. He goes, "Where's my toast?" Just like that. "Where's my toast?" And the waitress is behind him, and she runs off to go get his toast. And for like the next 2 years on message boards, every time someone would talk shit about us, we go, "Where's my toast?" No one knew what we meant. And that's essentially what we meant. But it was such good time seeing those guys. Ryan Doris, I'll tell you what. When I met him at the at that show, the Midwest States, back in 2009, you know what? He looked okay. He had good muscle bellies, but you guys always ask how to get sponsorships. Ryan came up, shook my hand, said, I've followed you a while. I appreciate all you do. He was just really nice. I remember I went to Derek, and I called him after the show, and I'm like, I'm really impressed. He won novice, and usually when you win novice, nobody cares. But something about Ryan Doris was just so... And you guys, he has a YouTube channel. Look up Ryan Doris and subscribe to him now. I guarantee you will be enlightened by how awesome this guy is. And I called Derek and I said, what do you think about Ryan Doris? He said, he's a good guy. And that next Monday after the show, we called him up and offered him a sponsorship with Civation. Ryan Doris is actually still sponsored by them. Ryan is everything you'd want in a bodybuilder. Hardworking, respectful, understands he's not going to pay his mortgage. He's taken 2 years off to go get his master's degree. In fact, my brother used to be a buyer, and that's something Ryan wants to get into in the marketing side of things. And essentially, what he's going to do is have lunch with my brother, because my brother is probably the best in digital marketing right now in the entire country. I'll put my left ass on that one, my left ass cheek, the shredded one. My right one's not as shredded right now. Look at, speaking of asses, there's my brother's ass, and as you can tell, the Lobliner ass is genetic. And ladies, I'm sorry, we're both married, we're both successful, but unfortunately, we can only lay pipe in one area code. So unless you, I'm sorry, I'm just really sorry about it. Anyway. My brother, look at those calves. I mean, while we don't have the biggest calves, he played basketball most of his life. Here's Van's ass. Just in case you want some variety, if you're getting tired of Lobliner asses, you can fap some Van ass. And Van has a very good ass. But Ryan Doris, my brother's probably the best in digital marketing. And but he was a buyer at Kmart before they were bought by Sears for many years. And he's been on the marketing, the agency side. So he's going to hook up with Ryan Doris. I think, with what my brother, again, we majored in the same thing in college. I followed him. He's a lot to do with everything I am in life right now. I owe him everything. So I don't want to get all choked up here, because then the trolls will have a field day with me. Anyway, speaking of shredded glutes, there they are. Okay, this is the hardest thing I think I've ever done in my life, and this might take a while. So go to the kitchen, grab something to drink, grab a coffee, grab a Pepsi Max. Because we're about to do some lunges here. Van's leading the way. This took forever. And basically, when he hit that, see that orange incline there? That's when I started. So we gave a gap and we did a lunge train. Not the train you hear about in the news or in the movies, but a train. Here I go, lunging across the gym. And then you're going to see my brother's fat ass coming along. So this was the killer. And we looked really, really fantastic doing this in the gym. It was a little bit queer in a weird way, not in a derogatory way, because I think in one of my brother's videos I said, wow, this is really gay, because I was filming my brother telling him he's hard, and someone got offended and actually reported me to YouTube. Guys, I'm not homophobic. I'm for gay. I was the only one in North Carolina, I think, who voted for gay marriage. I'm okay with it. If you guys want to be miserable like us straight people, by all means do it. I don't hate gay people. In fact, I envy you. If I was married to a guy, we'd be able to share clothes. I mean, we'd have the same interests. She wouldn't get mad. He wouldn't get mad at me watching football. We'd be able to train together without changing a bunch of weights. I mean, dude, if I was gay, I would totally date Van. I would marry Van. I mean, if gay marriage was legal in North Carolina, see, look at that beard. Who can turn that down? That's the ultimate flavor saver. But, I mean, again, I wish I was gay, guys, so I'm not homophobic. I'm not phobic of anything except spiders. And I really hate butt hair. I mean, I shave my ass all the time. I can't stand butt hair, guys. So if you want to freak me out, give me a spider with a hairy ass. And here I go, finishing my set. This is burning so much. We did 2 sets of these. John Otis Hollywood, guys. If you guys are looking for a trainer, I know he's going to be if he already doesn't have, if he has a waiting list, you didn't listen to me early enough. Because you're going to watch my prep and you're going to be wondering why you're not working with him. He just won somebody a pro card. He's doing Van's prep. You see how lean he's getting. Anyway, that's the end of the lunges. Now we're moving on. But anyway, here's the thing. Calves. Got to do them. Got to do them. The video's almost done, guys. I just want to say, it's my birthday as I'm recording this. I'm going to do a separate video on that. I appreciate everything, guys. I'm the most appreciative man in the world. Very thankful for what I have. I feel blessed. And I believe in God. I know we could debate that all day long. That's what faith is. Worst case, my theory about that is if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I go through life thinking that there's a really good ending. I'm okay with that. If I die and I find out I'm okay. But I like having that hope. And there's enough, for me, there's enough hope, enough proof that there could very well be where, you know what? I'm not willing to be an atheist. But I respect everybody who is because, again, as a science-minded guy, I understand where you're coming from. I understand. But me, I'm going to go with that little bit of faith that there is a God. And I am very happy that I have a loving family. I have my wife and my brother, the only 2 people I have in this world outside of my kids and, of course, my nephews that I can literally say that, they're my 2 best friends. They're really all I need. I'm lucky to have Van and all those people in my life. But, this is my group. One day, hopefully, I can live near my brother and we'd make some really epic YouTube videos, man. Really epic. But, man, you know what? This is going to be a great prep. I have 23 weeks left with John Otis Hollywood. My glutes are in at 23 weeks out. I'm still eating 380, 500, 550, and 700 grams of carbs depending on the day. And that's it. Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Peace out.